I've got my granddaughter's bris.
Like, Wait, hold up. What?
Is that a thing? That's not a thing. I don't even...
The bris is where you cut off the foreskin.
That's what it is. I was thinking bar mitzvah. Two very different things.
Oh my fucking god.
Could you imagine you go to the wrong thing and you're just like, oh no.
Oh, you're like, I've got a bris. Oh, cool. I'm gonna show up. You think it's a bar mitzvah. You bring like...
You're stoked
presents.
for like a cookout and shit.
Yeah.
And you're just at a hospital. And you're like,
just
whoa.
like, here is the foreskin. Who wants... I don't know what they do with bris. Welcome to episode 26 of the Lunchtime Serenade podcast. It's officially older than us. It is our master, and we owe everything to it.
Damn, that got really weird really fast. Holy shit. We are eating poke bowls from All About That Poke? Is that what it's
Is it all about that poke?
Or is it all about poke?
Yeah.
I think it's all about poke.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how that goes.
Meghan Trainor riff. You know I'm all about that poke.
Megan saw Meghan Trainor and the dude who played Junie in Spy Kids because they're married.
No. Wait, what?
Yes, that's a thing.
Huh?
And they were in Target. And she was just like, I can't make eye contact with them. Like, I can't just look at them. And I was like, wait, can we go back to where those two are, like, together?
I had no idea.
It was just so funny. And then she showed me this photo of, like, them walking out of a sex store with, like, two huge bags worth of, like, sex toys. And I was like, let's fucking go, dude.
Spy Kids.
Gotta use those residuals somehow, baby.
Absolutely. I was going to say, I don't know what the hell else that kid is doing, but that's nuts.
Okay. All right. Well, this is a good first bite, man.
Yeah, not bad. I don't know what this is. It looks like a huge slab of pineapple.
Did you get pineapple?
No.
It could be, like bamboo shoots or something that just, like, weren't, like, chopped up all the way.
It's very sweet.
Oh, that's probably not bamboo shoots then.
What is this? Does anyone know? It looks like Jell-O.
You hold up a rectangle of yellow and you're like, can anybody tell me what this is?
It's good. It's, like, sweet and, like, tangy. Dude, I have no idea.
As you, like, waft it into your nose.
I have no clue. So I'm a pussy and I didn't get fishes in my poke.
He's not a pussy. It's just that it'll kill him. So...
Yeah, exactly. If I wasn't a pussy, I'd just be like, fuck it.
Just dies and you're like, but I loved it.
But it was good. So I got some tofu in mine. Still tastes very good. Some spicy mayo. Some cucumbers.
Some cukes.
And a whole rectangle of squish.
It's like that thing in that episode of SpongeBob where they're like just
fucking
squeezing out the Krabby Patties like as like a green paste or like a gray paste.
Yeah.
Yep. Ugh. That's what it feels like. Probably not taste like. Hopefully not taste like. But
I would hope not. It's very good. All right. Can you not? Sorry.
Oh. Every time I get poke, I get like the same like proteins. Mm-hmm. It's always spicy tuna. Albacore and salmon. Always those.
Nice.
So great.
Can't go wrong, man.
Crab meat, and seaweed salad. And dude, it's great.
That's smart.
Always got like a little bit of a mayo base, so you get that little, it's like mortar to the rest of the shit.
Yeah, it like sticks it together. Yeah, exactly. The little spicy mayo, nice and thick. Otherwise the sauce is a little too watery and it's a little too like...
Dude, green onions and crispy onions on top of it too.
Crispy onions fuck hard, dude.
So good.
That little extra crunch. Oh, I got one right here.
Just add so much to it. Oh, yeah. Get those sweet mouth sounds in there, baby.
Damn, so what's been going on this week, man? Lots of shit.
Honestly, a lot of stuff.
A lot of shit. TikTok is supposed to be banned today from the App Store. Like, officially. They passed a law. But
they did.
Oracle and Walmart are now... So the reason that Trump wanted to ban it in the first place is because obviously it's a Chinese company, so he's concerned about privacy things or whatever. So so now Oracle and Walmart own 20% of TikTok.
Do they?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know. So they own 20%, and so that's enough for him to so now they're like in talks with other like acquisitions of the company or something like that. So now that like a decent chunk of it is owned by American companies, they think that they can mitigate the data, like whatever the fuck being sent to China or whatever.
That's not how that works.
So they pushed it. So now it's a week from today, the 27th, is when it's gonna go off the App Store unless something changes. But like,
Okay.
this is the last week of TikTok, everybody. You can still use the app, but they're not gonna push updates for it. They're not gonna do whatever. So essentially, TikTok is dying this week. R.I.P.
Which, like, in a certain sense, I'm okay with.
It's poetic.
Because, like, it just lived fast and it died hard, man. You know? It just did what it could, burned out real bright.
Yeah. It's like
Gave us, like, the worst content that the internet had to offer, but it gave us so much shit to rip off of, and that's what makes it worth it. So,
That's true.
thank you, TikTok.
Appreciate you. Forever in our
Kinda.
hearts. Gone but not forgotten. And also not really gone.
Yeah.
And also
Just
probably
here.
forgotten.
Yeah, we'll forget about it, and like, America will just swoop in and do its capitalism thing, and like make 6 more copies of it. It'll be fine.
Yeah. It's never gonna die. The idea of short form video will never fucking die,
absolutely
regardless
not.
of what form it's in. TikTok may be gone in like 4 years, but like it's gonna be something else. It's gonna be
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Is like content creation is kind of always like over the course of the last couple of years, like short form content has gotten even shorter.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like long form content has gotten even longer.
Dude, like 10 years ago, maybe like at not at the start of YouTube, but like back when like things were like getting big on YouTube, when it wasn't just like a very small creator platform, when like people were like YouTubers were like starting to become celebrities and stuff like that in 2010s. A video over 10 minutes was like unheard of. Like you couldn't even upload a video over 10 minutes.
That was like suicide, basically.
Like even like when I've been on YouTube for so long, like I've loved it. And even when I was like little, I think I have like a channel still where I would upload shit.
Oh, I do.
You literally could not upload videos over 10 minutes. Like it wouldn't let you. I have a Rubik's Cube tutorial on YouTube.
Oh, please link that to me.
Completely unedited, whatever. And I'm just like sitting there on the kitchen table, the camera's here, and I'm like talking into it. But I had to break it into 4 parts because you couldn't upload over 10 minutes.
That's so sad, man.
And now, like Curtis Connor videos, Cody Co videos, all those videos are like 30. Well, it's not surprising to see a 30-minute video from like Drew Gooden.
Oh yeah, and especially too like if you go to like Let's Play and stuff like that, like they used to be pretty short, but like now I feel like Markiplier uploads like a 30-minute video every day, and then you have like even like the Misfits, like those guys, like they're still shooting for 10 minutes, so they're all uploading like 10-minute videos of like gameplay and stuff like that too. So it's like where obviously the 10-minute part is like what the algorithm prefers right now, but it's like clearly like some people have like enough of a built-in fan base that like it carries and it's just fine.
That seeing a 30-minute video is not going to turn someone off immediately. Like
Exactly.
Now I don't even really pay attention to timestamps, but dude, like 5 years ago, if I saw 30-minute timestamp, I'd be like, absolutely fucking not. I'm not going to watch this video.
Yep, that's kind of how I felt. Unless it was like a walkthrough of something, then I was like, all right, sure, I know what I'm getting into. But it's like, if it's just a video, like there's no way in hell I would have watched any of like Curtis's videos.
No way, dude.
Just because it was like it's too long. It's too long. But give him a chance, man. You get into it.
That's true.
But yeah, it's just strange. Because like Vine just died out, which was weird considering that like it had kind of a big following.
Huge.
And then we get this one, and then it turns out there's just massive data leaks that are possible from it.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh shit. And I'm like, now you're going to get mad about it? Whatever. But anyways.
Either way, I'm sure Addison Rae will find another app to shake her ass on when you can find it. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, it's called OnlyFans, man.
There you go. Everyone just pivots to OnlyFans. Honestly.
I mean, here's the thing about OnlyFans. Is like, OnlyFans is not only for like porn,
NSFW,
basically.
yeah.
Yeah. Like people will go on there and they'll sell, artwork and stuff too. Like
What's the benefit though over like Patreon?
That's the thing. It's like, and plus OnlyFans is kind of like become like it's been like colloquially known as like where you sell nudes and stuff now.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, where like is this a viable platform other than like putting stuff on ArtStation and people like reaching you that way, or even having a fucking Tumblr still, I guess, or like Etsy and all these other seller platforms. So it's like, okay, like where do people go now? But there's like a million avenues. So it's like, how do you drive those people from this other app that they're used to another one? I don't know. I'm not in marketing.
I don't either, but I'm sure someone will figure it out. I'm sure there's a definite way to do it.
Capitalism, baby.
Capitalism. It works all the time.
Always. Never.
So yeah, RIP TikTok. But we got a lot of new content coming at us. Dude, did you see the fucking Have you seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Yeah.
Classic 80s movie.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. Did you see the table read that they did for it?
No, I did not.
Dude, it is the most incredible piece of content I've seen probably in the last month.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I love that.
So they got together, like, they did like a live streamed event, like a Zoom call for some charity. And they read the script, but it wasn't the original cast. They got like Morgan Freeman to do the narration, Brad Pitt, and not Angelina Jolie, Jennifer Aniston, Shia LaBeouf, just star-studded cast, right? Each one of them is assigned to a character. Morgan Freeman like reads the narration and the scene direction and stuff like that. And they did it all over Zoom, and it was live streamed. It was, I think Shia LaBeouf carried the whole thing, dude. So he
That
played,
guy.
yeah,
I love him.
He's so good. Like, he always like disappears, and then he'll come back and he'll be like, "Holy fucking shit, where have you been? I miss you. You're so good." He played Jeff Spicoli, which is like the stoner character.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Sean Penn's character. Sean Penn? His character, is that who played him originally? I don't know. Whoever played him originally was also in the Zoom call. So it was dude, Shia was fucking in it. So first of all, like, everyone's like in their home, like it's a nice like celebrity home you can see behind them, and they're all whatever. Shia LaBeouf's just in a car smoking a fat spliff, just like,
Yes,
just
attaboy.
whatever, just totally getting in character, right?
Hell yeah.
And like his eyes are really glazed over. But he sold it. He sold it so well, because like that's Jeff Spicoli's character.
Right.
Like, he's always high, and so like whenever it was his turn to read, he'd be like looking at the camera like
Just high as fuck.
so high, and then
He went full method. That's
he
incredible.
went full method. It was
Let's go,
so good, dude. I will link it to you. This shit was so good. It was
Fuck
really
yeah.
funny. And Morgan Freeman like narrating the whole thing just made it so much better, because like there's a scene where one of the main characters, Brad, who's played by Brad Pitt in the reread, is like in a bathroom like masturbating to some girl in a pool or something like that, and just like
As you do.
hearing Morgan Freeman narrate his jacking off was the funniest thing. It's
And then
so
you just
good.
envision Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Like current, like 50-year-old Brad Pitt just jacking it in like a public bathroom.
So funny, dude.
Attaboy.
Very, very good. But that has been
boy.
that's been a great source of entertainment for me in the past week. Did you feel the earthquake?
Dude, I did. Megan and I were like laying in bed, like watching TV, relatively high, and like all of a sudden, like it shook a little bit, and then it shook like a lot, and I was just like, did somebody
know.
just run their car into this building?
It was so weird.
And then I got like 6 texts that were just like, did you feel the earthquake? And I was like, one, why are you still awake?
Yeah, it
'Cause it's like
happened
my
at, like,
friends back
midnight.
home. Yeah, I was like, why are you still up? What the fuck? And then I was just like, yeah, it's an earthquake.
Yeah.
This
I
is
know.
this is the second one that I felt.
This is the second one that I felt too.
Dude, what the fuck?
So weird. And like I never realized it's an earthquake until after it happens, or
Yeah.
like more than halfway through.
Yep.
Like it starts like this, and I'm like, is this a dream? Because I'm like half asleep. It's like midnight.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then it really starts going, and I got freaked. I'm like, fuck.
Dude,
Like, by
Megan was like
myself.
genuinely like terrified. Like she was up for like another hour afterwards, just like filled with anxiety, and I was
It's
just
just
like,
scary, man.
it is.
It's really scary.
The earth is literally trying to kill you. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
But it was in San Gabriel, which is like just like southeast-ish of Pasadena.
Yeah.
So it was like the closest one like to the city that's
Yeah.
happened in a while.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, all right.
Yeah, I know people were like reporting shit falling off their walls, and like especially like near downtown and like closer to where it happened.
Yeah.
It was scary.
It was like what, a 4.6?
It was a 4.6.
magnitude?
Yeah,
Damn, dude.
yeah.
And that's like, literally, I've had like 5 or 6 other earthquakes that have like been possibly bigger around here that I just have
I
not
haven't
felt.
felt. Yeah, this one I did. I definitely felt it. Clear as day.
Can you feel it, Mr. Crab?
I feel it.
Ugh,
It was
it's
nuts.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking weird. Hey, guys. For any of you that are still in the Midwest, because that's where we're from originally, here's the only thing that you really have to worry about in the Midwest. Tornadoes. That's it. That's all you got to worry about. Southern California, where everybody thinks it's perfect, earthquakes, fires, mudslides.
Hurricanes.
I guess technically hurricanes
Technically.
sometimes. Like,
Floods.
dude, just everything, just...
Sharks.
This place is kind of terrifying.
COVID.
Like, it's like the Australia of America. you know?
Snakes.
I guess maybe Hawaii would be the Australia.
Yeah.
That makes most sense, but it's close, is what I'm trying to say. Nature here is terrifying.
It's really scary. There's cockroaches everywhere.
Yeah, it's weird. That's the trade-off. Is like New York has rats, we have cockroaches,
which are like
is
rat
like
bugs.
yeah, exactly. Which
Yeah.
like which one is worse?
I don't know, man.
I would rather have cockroaches. I think
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Like as far as like cleanliness, yeah,
Oh.
rats harbor hella diseases. I'm pretty sure cockroaches are not as disease ridden as rats, but who knows?
I actually think I like was reading somewhere that cockroaches are like they're usually associated with filth, but they're actually like relatively clean insects.
Interesting.
And I was just like, I don't believe that.
They're so gross.
They are.
They're
They're
like one of
horrifying
the
to look
grossest
at.
bugs. There was one in my apartment yesterday because they can squeeze into the
Yeah.
tiniest little holes that they squeeze
They're
under my
liquid,
door.
dude.
Yeah, it's nuts. They're not solid. And it was sitting right by that bathroom over there in the morning when I came down, and I was like, I'm just not going to use this bathroom all day. But there was the only one with toilet paper in it.
Jesus, that
So
sucks.
I was like, okay.
Dude,
all
we
right.
like when we first moved into our apartment up in NoHo, we like moved in and like we're just like going through stuff, like looking through like the cabinets and everything, and there were like 4 or 5 cockroaches in one of the cabinets, and we were like,
Gross.
And so like our landlord, who honestly like this guy has been like fucking phenomenal. Like the 2 years I've lived at this apartment, like anytime we needed something, he was there in like 20 minutes to
Hell
like
yeah.
fix it or give us like a replacement. So like we told him, he was like, all right, cool, I'll call the exterminator, he'll be there tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, okay. And so like I was at work and like my roommates texted me like 9:30 in the morning. They're like, hey, the exterminator's here. And I was like, oh fuck. I was like,
Damn.
he was like there tomorrow
On
morning.
it, yeah.
So I was like, sick. And I think I've seen one in our apartment since then.
Hell
And
yeah.
like it's like the one time that exterminator's like actually done it well.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool, we'll
Dude.
take it.
Absolutely, that's fucking sick.
Yeah,
I love when people follow through. That's like that's my kink, when people say what they're gonna do and then they do it. Oh my god, I'm like,
Doesn't it feel
hell
great?
Yeah, it feels so good.
Especially like in the entertainment space.
Oh my god,
Dude, it's impossible to get anybody to do anything.
everything is an empty promise. I never believe shit that
Oh, yeah.
anyone says that they're gonna do for me
Yeah.
until like after it happens, and I'm like, did that actually happen? Yes.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like you have to like think through the mental processes like 4 or 5 times,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh yeah, that did happen.
Oh,
They
okay,
were right.
Cool. Damn, I fuck with that. That's super nice. But
Yeah.
like, anytime someone's like, "Oh yeah, I can do this," and "Oh, let me get you in touch with this person," "Oh, let me do this," it's like, all right, I'll see you never.
I'm like, some of those things are like, I understand it from a certain perspective because like, I've already had like tangential acquaintances be like, hey man, like, do you know like how to get like started in this? And like,
Right.
with that kind of a question, I'm just like, sure, here's some
Right.
answers.
Yeah.
And I've had some people that are just like, well, can you like get them a job? And I'm just like, no.
No. Yeah.
I was like,
no.
I don't know them.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll keep a lookout and be like, hey, here's a posting that I think you could do. Sure, I'll pass that along.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna like be like, hey, I know this guy. If we need somebody, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's like,
No way.
that's
That's too
that-
much.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
I'm not
too
gonna
much.
vouch for somebody that I
And
don't
then you just
personally
look
know.
silly, just like vouching for everyone, and then like you know,
Yeah.
it's like that kind of dings your credibility a
Right.
little bit.
And then a lot of the times too is like you offer that to somebody and then they don't follow through
Yeah.
with it or something like that, and it just looks bad on you. So
exactly.
that's why half the time, like anymore, I'm just like, I will only offer that to people if they are like a friend of
Yeah.
mine. That's
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
like where I'll draw the line,
Yeah.
because I'm like, other than that, I'm just like, I'm not gonna make any promises to you
Yeah.
about anything else.
But even when it's not like that, even when it's like a professional in the industry where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, let's get you on board with this, or oh, let's do this, or oh, I'll send this over to you soon. It either, I mean, most of the time it gets sent. You know, if they're a professional, they'll follow through. But like the timeline with which they
yeah.
do it, it's like,
And I'm sure in the
Oh,
music
God.
world, it's fucking like rough.
I've been waiting for a contract for 2 months, dude.
What?
They're like, yeah, we'll send it over to you like by the end of week. I was like, cool, that sounds great. This was in July. So,
Oh my god,
like,
dude.
okay.
And it'd be one thing if it was like they were in contact with you, being
Right.
like, "Hey man, like this is happening and this is happening.
Right.
Like we can't do this and this." Sure, that's fine. I get that. But it's like if they're just like, "We're gonna do this at this time," and then they just don't fucking
Yeah,
tell you
I'm like,
anything else.
What the hell? And then one day it'll just randomly appear, of course. And then it's business as usual. But it's like, what happened for the 2 months? Where did
Yeah.
you go?
It's like, how long does it take you to write a contract?
Yeah,
Aren't you? I'm
it's
just like,
just boilerplate shit, right? You just copy
Yeah.
paste pretty much for all these people.
Yeah.
And we're not the only ones that are sending contracts. So I don't know, man. It's very interesting. But yeah, I've become very cynical.
Yeah.
Because of it. I'm like, oh, I can do this. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
you were at the ripe age of 25 at the start of your career, and you're already just like
Just
fucking
pure
done with it.
cynical. Just like, I'm 85 on the inside.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, that's kind of like, I feel the same way too. It's a little different just because like there's a lot more things going on in like the like film space.
Sure.
So like it's a little different for me at least. But it's still just like super annoying when you're just like, hey man, like love to catch up or like go
Right.
go get coffee or something. They're like, yeah man, this time this day. And then like an hour before that rolls up and they're just like, hey, so I can't do it anymore.
I hate that
I'm like,
shit. Give
Like,
me
okay.
24 hours notice.
Yeah.
Or more than 1 hour. How about that? Anything more than 1 hour, fine. But like, god damn it, if it's an hour, I'm probably already on the way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If it's an hour away, fucking in LA, I'm probably already like on my way.
Right. And that's the thing is like, I'm totally fine with people canceling plans because it's still like
100%.
one of my favorite feelings in the world.
I love it, dude.
I love it when people cancel on me.
Yeah.
It's so nice. But it's like to a point where it's like, dude, if you don't give me like a little bit of a warning, first of all, I'm the type of person that's always like a little late anyways, just because of who I am as a person. But like I'm there.
Yeah,
I will
be
there within a half hour of the starting time of the thing. But it's like, hey man, it's easier for me to do that because I'm like, well, I was gonna be late anyways. Yeah. But like that's just so shitty to do to people, and that's such an entertainment thing to just be like, oh yeah, we're.
Oh, by the way, yeah, kind
of.
Can we push it? Can we push it? Something came up. Like,
I've got my granddaughter's bris.
Like, Wait, hold up. What?
Is that a thing? That's not a thing. I don't even.
The bris is where you cut off the foreskin.
That's what it is. I was thinking about mitzvah. Two very different things.
Oh my fucking god!
Could you imagine? You go to the wrong thing, and you're just like, oh no.
Oh, you're like, I've got a bris. Oh, cool. I'm gonna show up. You think it's a bar mitzvah? You bring like.
You're stoked for like a cookout and shit,
yeah.
and you're just at a hospital. And you're like,
just
whoa.
Like, here is the foreskin. Who wants? I don't know what they do at a bris.
They do the whole Catholic, just like praise be unto him for the foreskin.
They like fan it.
It makes like the thunder sound, like from Plays.
Now we will all lay a kiss upon the bris.
Dude.
Bless this bris. And
gross.
Go to sleep. And that's a bris, everybody.
And then the child wakes up at 6 years old. They hibernate for 5 years. It's like a beam of light they lift up, and then they're just like, like a poof happens, and they're like automatically 6 years old.
Where is my foreskin, mother? Why have you removed my foreskin?
Something is missing, mother.
I feel off. Something is gone. Ah.
How dare you?
Why?
And then they just go on like a murderous rampage. It's like a whole. That's like the inciting moment for like the villain in a superhero movie.
Oh my god!
They just got their foreskin cut off, and they just like rip shit apart.
Oh god! He just wants it back. He wants revenge on the doctor. He won't stop.
He's like, put it back, put it back.
And you're 27 now. This was from when you were 3 months old.
It's not gonna fit. Why do you even have it? What's good skin? How is it not decomposed? What's wrong with you? The fuck are you doing?
Do a skin graft. Do it now. I want my foreskin back. Take it from my butt. I don't care.
And then he's like, give me yours.
He's like, what?
Give me your foreskin.
I can't. Mine's gone too.
What do you mean yours is
Give
gone?
me your next of kin's foreskin. Next of skin.
He has to find like a donor for it. So they're donor. They find. They find just like a 27-year-old who has like the exact same penis as him, and they're just like, all right, here we go.
Alrighty. Face off. Foreskin off.
Force off?
Force off.
I don't know. That doesn't really ring.
No.
Oh god, dude.
Foreskin transplant, dude.
Here's
That's
the thing.
Funny as hell.
You know, I like to think that we're moderately intelligent men. That we do things that are like a little highbrow than other things. But the only things that like make me laugh as hard as they do on this podcast are when we just make dick jokes.
The past 3 podcasts, we have had at least a good 5 to 10 minute riff of like a dick related thing. Coast to Coast with Chris Cox.
Which is still probably the best bit we have right now.
Yeah, it's so good. I don't remember what the last one is, but fucking Foreskin Transplant is so good, dude. That sounds like a fucking metal band. Yo, what is up, Cleveland? We're Foreskin Transplant. Thank you for coming out to the bunker tonight. It's like a 3-person fucking venue.
Jesse, can you please get Jared to start a metal band and have him name it Foreskin Transplant?
Foreskin
Please, I'm talking specifically to you. Please make this happen. He is the only one that can do this. Please. I could here's the thing too, I love Jessie. She's absolutely one of the greatest people that's ever been in my life. And her boyfriend Jared is just like the biggest, most unassuming metalhead that I've ever met in my life. Because he's just like a normal dude, and then he just wears like a Cannibal Corpse shirt, and I'm like,
hold up.
I was like, this trying to do. I'm like the meme of like the woman where she's like this with like all the math like floating around her, and I'm just like, what is this? And then like he starts talking about it. I'm like, oh, he's like OG. I was like, he's been like a part of this since he was like a kid.
Dope.
And it's like it's so sick because I'm just like I don't get to see very many of you people.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're the people that I need in my life. So yeah, please
foreskin transplant.
Foreskin transplant, and then it's just like a dick with like a blanket over it and maybe like some stitching.
Yes. Oh my god.
There's
a
plenty
quilt. Yeah. So good.
Worse, there's a doctor. The doctor is the villain. And he
knits the foreskins into a quilt. Yo, grandma wilding out.
That's fucking gross, but so
nasty.
Funny. Jesus. All right, let's segue out of this dick shit.
God damn.
Yeah, that sounded gross.
Incredible.
Oh my god, this is where we're at, baby.
Quilt made out of foreskins. Fuck. All right. Well, we beat that joke to death, but hey, man, fucking A, that was so good. While we're on the topic of dicks, though, did you see Chris Evans' dick?
I did not see it, but I've heard a lot of anecdotes.
Bro.
Is it like the best dick you've ever seen?
Like, why did he could be Thor's hammer?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Straight up.
It's America's dick, baby.
Yeah, it's America's dick. Like, that's why he's Captain America. America's ass, America's dick.
His dick isn't Mjolnir itself. It's just the handle.
Yeah, that's what exactly.
Chris Evans is the hammer, but his dick is the handle. you run in like you're charging it, just like dick in hand, and then a whole human being over you. Whole 6'2" Chris Evans.
It's nuts. So it happened from like a heads up game or something that he posted on Twitter or something like that. It was like a screen recording of a heads up game that he was playing. And then when he went back to the camera roll for a sec, you could see like a couple other pictures, and one was just a huge dick. Just like a shadow of a dick. Like it cast a shadow on his leg, dude. It cast a shadow. I had never seen my dick cast a shadow. Dude. I could stand out stark naked, 4 p.m., harsh sunlight. Absolutely no shadow. I would not see a shadow.
Dude, good for him. That's so sick.
This guy casts a shadow in bedroom lighting. God damn.
God, what a fucking legend. I like my dick is not anything to write home about. Like it fades into the annals of dick history.
The annals.
So like, yeah, you like that, didn't you? But like the thing that got me the most about his camera roll was like all the memes that came out of it. Not talking about like his dick pic, but talking about that one that said "guard that pussy." In it, and they were just like, why the fuck does he have this? And then someone did like a reverse image search of it and just could not, like it didn't exist. That like he made that. Like he made that image and put it on his phone. And that was the funniest thing to me, where I was just like, in what context was Chris Evans sitting down and he was like, you know what would be hilarious? One of my headshots from Scott Pilgrim versus the World with "guard that pussy" in like ransom note font. God, it's so weird.
What the hell?
Like he seems like such a normal dude.
He does.
But now he's just got a huge dick. So he's just a normal dude with a huge dick.
He's slanging it. And he's owning it. He's like, hey guys, sorry for the mix up. Haha, now that I have your attention, go vote. It's pretty sick. So
I saw that and I was just like, all right, buddy. That's how you come back from that. Because it's not like your nudes got leaked in like some weird kind of like revenge thing. It's just oh, this was an honest mistake.
Like,
also, you got a huge dick.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. If he didn't have a huge dick, like, do you think it would have, like, this would have been, like, very detrimental to him? Because, I mean, like, people would just be, like, ragging on him for having just, like, just a dick.
Just, like, a normal dick. I don't, like, I feel like it wouldn't have been detrimental, but no one would have been taught. Well, I don't know.
I feel like people still would have talked about it. It's Chris Evans. It's Captain America, man.
That's true.
But it's just like I feel like it would have been more poking fun at him than it would be like laughing with him.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. You're right.
Because like Chris Evans fucking knows he's fine. He's slinging some pipe, dude.
He's doing well.
He's a goddamn Mario bro. Okay, so like who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But it's like if he had a normal sized dick, one, I would never want to talk shit to Chris Evans because I'd be afraid that he would show up at my house and crush my head like a watermelon. So like wouldn't want to do that.
That's true.
But there are people on the internet that would. So I'm just saying.
That's true.
I'm just saying. Like, what do we think?
It would be more newsworthy if he had a tiny penis, because you kind of expect him as Captain America with all that muscle, be like, dude's fine. He's packing. He doesn't have to worry about anything.
He wielded Thor's hammer, and now it's part of him.
Exactly. But yeah, you're right. If he was just like normal, average guy, people would be like, hey, Chris Evans, what's the fucking deal? What's the deal?
Like, hey man, why'd you keep that picture?
Yeah, that's nothing That's why
Did
is
you
that on
just
your
get
phone?
out of the shower and you're just
was
feeling
gonna
yourself or
say,
something like that?
A little
Like,
chilly, a
it's
little
just-
cold January morning. What's the deal, huh?
Did like a breeze come through? Like what's going on here?
I don't keep soft dick pics on my phone.
But like for him, it's just like 9 inches, and he's just like, no, that's
He's
soft.
like,
And
that's
you're
soft. You're like, okay, alrighty. I see.
Jesus.
Hangs to your knees.
Jesus.
Nice.
Thanks.
Did you just turn that on? Why did that turn on?
I think it was like
Prepped to
activated,
run?
and then I like pushed it in with my ass,
Oh, that
and
was
then it
weird.
started.
Hey, Brian's got a dumpy. It's back, everyone.
There's two hashtags.
Brian eats slow.
And Brian's got a dumpy
Brian's
now.
got a dumpy.
All right, well, hey, I'll take that.
Hey.
We just talked about eating, we didn't talk about eating Chris Evans' dick, but now we are. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
From that weird little transition.
Does it make you feel uncomfortable when I make eye contact eating a banana?
I mean, it shouldn't.
Let me know.
You fucking weirdo. Jesus.
Yeah, don't be fucking weird.
He's just eating a banana. Jesus Christ. You're
All
the
right.
one that's sexualizing it, not him.
Next segment is our relationship advice. I've got some heaters.
Dude, let's go. Real quick, before we do that, have you ever been God, stop it. Have you ever been on the subreddit Shitty Car Mods?
No.
Okay, first of all, do that. It's hilarious. It's literally like shitty things people put on their car.
Like as a joke or like the
No,
biggest
like
type?
legitimately, like they're like photos of like people like catching shitty spoilers out in the wild and stuff like that, you know. And on my way over here today, there was like a car that was lifted and then had another pair of like wheels on the side of the wheels, but they like weren't. It wasn't like part of the body, right? So like usually like, when you see like a dually truck or something like that, it's got 4 tires in the back, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. This one was just like tires that were like part of the chassis, and like the body ended here, and then just another pair of tires. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? I was
What
like,
does it do?
I don't know. I was like, did you just put a pipe through it? And you're like, all right, there we go. More
That's what it
stability.
is.
It's not how that works, guys. Don't do that. Anyways, relationship advice.
That's fucking hilarious. Shitty car mods. I'm gonna have to check it out. All right, relationship advice. I got a couple of them. They're nice and short.
Perfect.
We will start with
Just the way I like my relationships.
my relationships. That's the guy in like a 3-year
In like a
relationship.
2-year relationship. I'm literally moving in with her in 2 weeks.
days. Fucking what the hell? That's funny as hell.
I love you, Megan.
He does. I promise. He talks about you all the time. All right. Dude, this one's just funny as hell. I'm like, this is the shit I would do. All right. My boyfriend Steve is always dropping his own versions of folksy wisdom into conversations, and they're almost always dumb.
Well, his name's Steve, so
Yeah.
bad start.
This didn't used to bother me, but after 3 years, it's wearing thin. I used to think they were kind of cute, like when he said, absinthe makes the heart grow fonder, after I told him I loved him at a bar, but most of the time they don't make sense. They're usually dirty words swapped into the real thing. A 69 saves time. The ass is always cleaner on the other side of the fence. A dick in the hand is worth 2 in your bush. And she's like, see what I mean?
Here's the thing, though. Those are all fucking hilarious.
That's the thing. It's
Those are
hilarious.
all so
It's
funny.
so good. It's so good.
Oh,
and she said,
God.
during a completely serious conversation where I was agonizing over a painful choice, he said, hey, you can't make a mule without humping a few donkeys. It's embarrassing. He says this stuff when we're alone. He says it in front of friends. He says it in front of my parents. I've stopped laughing or even responding. I've asked him to tone it down. I don't think he's aware that he's doing it a lot of the time. He never uses the real sayings. Is there a service you can subscribe to where they text you dirty versions of old proverbs every morning? I'm at the end of my rope.
It's Blue Apron, but it's they just send you like proverbs with like dirty words.
Dirty
in it.
words swapped in.
Oh God.
I was like one of those daily calendars where it has a quote every morning. You like
You have
tear
to
it
buy
off.
them at an Office Depot.
Yeah. I'm at the end of my rope. I don't know how to address it. I feel like a jerk arguing with him about it. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know if I can spend the rest of my life with a man who says things like, a fart at the beach is like Christmas in July. What do I do?
What? All right. Well, here's the thing. First off, that's fucking hilarious.
It's so
if you're not laughing at that,
so
then there's nothing we can do for you. Here's the second thing though. That is the most harmless thing that somebody could be
Insane.
doing in a relationship.
Like, come on.
Like, dude, if that's the point where you're like, I don't know if we can salvage this relationship. Maybe you shouldn't be in a relationship,
No kidding,
dude.
man. Work
like,
on yourself.
Yeah, like there's some other things that you should probably be focusing on in that, because that is a weird thing to like be this mad about. It's one thing to be like frustrated and annoyed with it. I
Or like
totally
an
get
eye
that.
rolling, like, oh, come on.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like, but like, it's
Like
it's
literally
funny. It's cute.
any time I say that type of shit like to Megan
Yeah,
all the time. Like
yeah.
I just make dumb jokes like that.
Yeah.
One, because I'm just a dad, like
Yeah,
on the
he's a
inside.
dad.
And like Two, I just think they're genuinely funny.
Yeah,
I'm the
they're
only
so
person
funny.
that does, but
Dude,
like
I think they're funny as hell. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, I'm sure Megan thinks they're funny too, or even if
She
they're
gives
like
me the eye roll,
eye-rollingly
so
funny. Yeah,
I'll take
but it's
that.
just like, come on, like
That's
it's
so weird, dude.
especially like unless he's like literally doesn't say normal words and only speaks in like riddles.
Okay,
then
yeah.
maybe like, okay, where did you find him on the top of a mountain? But also like. If he speaks normally and just says this occasionally, I think it's fucking fine.
Yeah, dude. Like if it's the like few things that she said, I'm just like, there's no way that he's like throwing those out in like rapid succession.
Yeah,
like
no
you mentioned
way.
like a bar, you mentioned like in front of your family, you mentioned like the beach. I was like, those are like very like
Specific
few
things.
and far between
Yeah.
things that normal people do.
Yeah.
So it's like if he's only doing it like once every like week or
Right?
so, like dude, what the fuck?
Right?
That's just his sense of humor. Then you just
know.
like you clearly just don't like who that person is. Just fucking I don't
break up
know,
with
man.
them.
Look, if it's not gonna work for you, it's not gonna work.
I'll
for
date
you.
him. That shit sounds funny as hell.
Yeah, I'll
dude.
date him too.
That sounds so good.
We'll lentil.
We'll lentil.
Yeah. Well, we will
We'll
enter
bean.
into a weird like cult like sister wife kind of thing.
Yeah,
But it's
exactly.
all just dudes.
It's all just dudes. Yeah, you
dudes.
can have him on the weekends. I can have him on every other weekday, and then
Yeah, we'll make a contract and like
Something like that. We'll
I'll
draft it
update
up.
the Google Calendar.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate it.
For
Nice.
sure. Yeah, you'll get the push notifications.
Awesome. Yeah, I just want him to read me those every morning, just like wake me up.
Definitely give me like at least like 24 hours in advance if like we need to change something.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
I got you.
cool,
I got you. Easy.
All right, Steve, you'll be getting an email in about like 4 days.
Steve, let us know.
Just let us know, man.
Next one. Oh god, this one's kind of fucked up. I want to read the funny one first because this one I don't really have much to say about, but the next one is a little fucked up. I've been with my boyfriend for a little over a year and a half, and this has been bothering me a bit more each time it happens. Dude, this could have been written by the same girl. Overall, the sex is pretty good, and we both fulfill each other. However, he has a weird habit of shouting out dumb things right before he's about to climax. He doesn't do it every time, like maybe 50%. He said, "I'm blasting off again. Lift off. Kaboom." And such other things.
I'm blasting off. Like that's how I like envision that.
Sometimes instead of saying a word, he'll just make this deep groan. It's not a sexy groan either. He sounds like fucking Shrek, and it's weird.
Dude, she just got Shrek'd. Let's go, baby.
Get out of my swamp! Can you fucking imagine?
Dude, Megan does this. It's a
Wait,
Shrek.
wait.
It's a Shrek thing, not a sex
Okay,
thing.
I was like, hold on, what?
There's that thing in Shrek where like the three blind mice or like the little pigs are just like he huffed and he puffed and he
Yeah.
signed an eviction notice.
Yeah.
And Megan just says that like out of nowhere all the time. It's the funniest shit to me.
He puffed.
So that's what that sounds like to me.
That's so fucking funny. How do I bring this up without hurting his feelings? That's
Dude,
so
you just
funny.
bring it up.
Bring it up. Just be like, hey, it doesn't make me feel sexy when you do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, easy clap.
easy.
Such an easy conversation to have with somebody. Like here's the thing, like if you're at a point where like having a conversation about sex with your sexual partner is like hard for you,
Yeah.
then there's probably something else that you got going on that you
Yeah.
should try to figure
Yeah.
out. Cause like, especially with somebody who you are like being like physically intimate with, like on a semi-regular basis, it seems.
Seems like it.
Hey man, they should be open and receptive to things that you want and that you like. So fucking bring it up. Just literally just ask them. Be like, hey dude, I don't like this. Can we try something
next
else?
time, can you not scream "Shiver me timbers"? Walk the plank. Made me feel fucking weird.
Next time, can you not sound like Davy Jones rising from the depths?
Next time, can you not quote Bartok the little bat from Anastasia? Makes me feel a little weird. I hate him, sir. I gave him a ha.
Next time,
The
can
hi-ya.
you please like not give full excerpts from Mein Kampf? Next time, please. He's just
Oh my god.
he's just got the book out. It's just Hitler's face on it. That's how it goes. But yeah, dude, that's such an easy conversation, man.
Super easy.
I just fucking just talk to him.
Just talk to him.
Holy shit.
Easy.
I love
Easy
how
peasy.
like, and that's the thing. It's like everything on these relationship advice threads.
It's just like just talk to him.
Yeah, the
That's
answer is like just fucking talk about it, dude.
have a sit down conversation.
It's so
if
easy.
you love them as much as they love you.
Yeah. Dude, and that's the thing,
be
like
bring it up.
with like Megan, I don't think I've ever been in like as like emotionally and just like physically secure relationship in my life, and like she's wonderful and just like so like emotionally intelligent that like anytime something comes up, she's just like, hey, I didn't really like this. Like it just in any context regarding to like something
Yeah.
that happens between us, and I'm just like, okay, cool, yeah, like let's have this
easy.
conversation, dude. It's so
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 easy.
fucking easy, and like I don't know, man. Everybody needs that, but I guess it's not everybody gets it. So
I guess not. Y'all
sorry if I just made you all have like FOMO or some shit. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not that sorry because like my life's great, but
Sorry, your life sucks, dude. Brian's life fucks. My life fucks. Your life sucks.
I'd give it like a B- right now, like my life.
Give it a B. I'd give it a B.
All right, hell yeah.
Your life is pretty great.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Last one. This one's a little fucked up and bordering on the edge of, is this real? But
Yikes.
We'll see. The title makes me sound like a terrible person, but hear me out.
Not a good start. Not a good start.
The title is I Catfished My Wife by Pretending to be Jason Mantzoukas. So she says, my wife...
Dude, this is real quick. This is like that episode of Catfish where that like dude believed that he was dating Katy Perry for 6 years on a dating site. Dude,
6
no,
years.
You're not. Katy Perry is not on a fucking dating site.
Absolutely
what are you
not.
doing? She's out having sex with people. Like that's
Like rich, famous people.
well, I mean not now because she's like married.
That's true.
But like whatever. You know me.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways.
All right. My wife and I were joking about our celebrity crushes and hall pass celebrities. Mine was Beyonce, who I'm obviously never going to meet. Hers was Jason Mantzoukas. I was like, okay, that's weird. I would expect a Hemsworth or something, but okay. She was like, yeah, we went to the same college, but 10 years apart. She said that whenever events open up, she wants to go to a reunion event to meet Jason. I couldn't tell if she was kidding. And this was
really think a celebrity is going to go to their like high school reunion?
Come on. It was starting to feel a little too real. I created a fake Middlebury alum email address. But how? That seems fake. That's right
weird.
off the bat. How do you create a fake email address?
I mean, unless they like have a portal that you're able to make that.
Right.
I know like Harvard does that for their alums, but I don't know if that
like don't you have to provide a whole bunch of I don't know. Anyway,
you
so
have to
that kind of sounds fake. But let's go. Let's just assume it's real. Let's assume he did. I created a fake Middlebury alum email address and emailed her about a new program for Middlebury alums to mentor each other. I told her she was assigned to Jason Mantzoukas.
Middlebury is like Middlebury College from like in like Vermont.
I don't know. Who the fuck
What?
knows? I'm going to look it up, actually. Where do you go to college? Jason Mantzoukas.
Also, like, yeah, like I like the disparity between Beyonce and Jason Mantzoukas.
I know.
Like
Middlebury
what?
College. He went to Middlebury College.
Oh, okay, cool. Is it the one in Vermont?
In Vermont.
Hey,
damn, good job, homie. Good
let's
job, dude.
Fucking go. You know why I know that, dude?
Why?
That's where Quidditch was invented.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
That's like where it was like happened in the US.
That's so funny. 17% acceptance rate. Damn, that's kind of a prestigious spot. Prestigious little spot. Private.
Yeah. That's kind of like RIT, Rochester Institute of Technology.
Yeah.
Up there in like upstate New York. I only know anything about these is because like one of my best friends is from Vermont. So
There you go.
That's
like,
it.
I was like, dude, that was...
Yeah,
I would
dude.
not have known where the fuck Middlebury was.
Exactly.
So whatever.
Vermont, baby. Upside down New Hampshire.
I told her... Upside down New Hampshire. I told her she was assigned to Jason Mantzoukas. She was thrilled, and so I've been exchanging emails with her from Jason Mantzoukas. I was incredibly sad to see that it got flirtatious fast. My wife isn't very sexually active with me, so it got the better of me. I've been sending her headless nudes of some hairy-looking guy I found on Google.
That you found on Google.
And she's been sending nudes back, so she's kind of having an affair. I know this sounds insane, but I kind of want to go with it as this is the most sexual I've been with my wife in a while. It's a bit soul-crushing, though, because I'm pretending to be Jason Mantzoukas.
Dude, no, that's a big fucking yikes.
What the hell?
That's
so many layers to this.
Yeah, that's a lot to unpack right there.
So many layers
We're
to
not
this.
therapists, but hey guys, you should probably go see a therapist. Just a thought.
Don't pretend to be Jason Mantzoukas to sext your wife,
Yeah, that's
bro.
so weird. Just be like, hey, I'm feeling like we're lacking in some intimacy here.
Imagine.
Dude, that's so
Anytime you
weird.
wanted to send nudes to your wife, you had to make a fake celebrity profile and message her until she fell for you, and then
And this is the person that you have
that you live with.
yeah,
literally
that you
live with
sleep
her.
with every night.
Like, where are you when you're sending her these messages? Right now?
He just gets up, runs into the bathroom real
You're just
quick.
like, oh, I gotta poop for
Ting.
30 minutes.
Ting, ting, ting. Just sitting there on the toilet, just upset,
man.
just furiously masturbating, using his own tears as lubricant, you know?
Jason, why? Why?
Dude, here's the funny thing too, is that if it continued to the point where in some crazy ass universe that they were to ever be in the same area as Jason Mantzoukas, could you imagine how fucking weird that would be?
No.
If she's just like, hey Jason, and he's just like, who the fuck?
Who are you?
Fuck are you? Oh, you know,
Oh, it's
Terry.
Carol. Terry?
Terry. What was her name?
I don't think she had a name.
Okay, Terry it
works.
is. It's Terry.
It's me, Terry. Come on.
Yeah,
Terry.
Come on, Terry. You know, Terry. And he's just like,
Terry.
and she,
Terry. Come on.
could you? Here's the crazy thing though. What if in this whole backwards thing? First of all, what he's doing is super fucked up in the first place, and the thing where yes, it is it's bad that she is like reciprocating it and doing that kind of stuff. But it's like, dude, you initiated this.
Yeah,
you started this.
Yeah.
You cannot blame her for an affair that you kind of created.
Yeah.
Okay? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But it's like, what if he like just uncovered just some like crazy shit about her like through this? If it turns out,
insane.
yeah, like she's just like, oh yeah, this was from a few weeks ago, and it's just like her in like a gangbang or something.
What?
Like, could you imagine just like some shit like that?
Hold on.
Just uncovers a whole bunch of stuff. Like, that'd be insane.
That'd be nuts.
But dude, that's so fucked. There's so many levels to that.
There's
That
a
like,
lot.
just you both are bad people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's just
so
kind of how it
weird.
is.
So interesting. God damn.
What the fuck?
Jason Mantzoukas.
Jason, dude, he can fucking get it, I guess.
Yo, Jason, if you're watching this, hit me up.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know what the deal is. Did you?
I can't wink, so I just like closed an eye and did a finger gun. Yeah,
That's what winking is.
yeah, but like when I, but like
what the other eye almost closes.
no, it was literally just like I just closed the eye and did the finger gun because like if I try to wink, the whole left side of my face like also closes. It's weird.
Just go full stroke mode.
Yeah, like I tried to do it with Megan, and she's just like, "Did you just blink at me?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Hey, yo, what's up, girl?
I winked with both eyes. That's how you know I'm serious. That's my calling card, baby. And they're just like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I'm doubly turned on right now.
Could you imagine this, like somebody at a bar doing that? Just be like, do you have like something in your eye? You okay?
What's good?
You like, you need some
Also,
Visine?
who like winks? I've never winked at
Visine.
someone like unironically.
Yeah, just
You good?
just
You want me to
squeeze
hold
in
one
here.
eye open for you?
Yeah, you want me to?
Tilt your head back. I got you.
Yeah, here I got some like canned air. Just yeah, there you go. There you go.
Canned air in your eye.
Just some fucking aerosol.
Oh,
just
that's like
blowing
that's like
straight across
that
it.
thing when you go to the eye doctor and they give you the
Yep.
puff. Oh god, but like a direct stream,
Yep.
canned air in your eye. That's the worst form of torture right there. Fuck waterboarding. Fuck paper cuts in your web of your fingers, dude. Which
Why?
oh, I'm not
Dude,
picturing that now.
I don't know if like, okay, I don't know if this is like a thing that you have happened to, and I don't really know like what it is, but like when something happens to people like on TV, or like if I see something happen to somebody, I immediately start hurting in that same place.
Yeah, I like the finger thing made me go like
Yep.
this.
Yeah. And like my thing too, like Megan's pointed out to me a lot, like when I get like uncomfortable, like from like either like pain or surgery and stuff, I like wince and I do this a lot. Like I just sit there like this. It's like, and she's just like, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't know. So it's like anytime this happens, she just like knows I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, no. Do you ever faint?
No,
Are you a
I don't.
fainter? Really? I'm a
My mom, dude, my
fainter.
mom faints all the fucking time.
Oh god, it sucks.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
Nope.
Never.
Nope.
Wow. It's
kind of incredible.
nice, dude. That's
Yeah.
pretty nice.
I don't handle like blood and stuff very well, but I'll just like turn away and just be like,
Yeah.
nope, doesn't
You're like,
exist.
okay,
Not a thing.
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. Megan handles shit so well.
Damn.
She's definitely fainted. She's a fainter.
Yeah.
She's just her personality.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm like scared because like my mom faints a lot, and like my mom, bless her heart. she can't walk very well. My mother has multiple sclerosis, so she's dealt with that like her whole life, and like she's fallen a lot like over the course of her life, and that's just like just a very common thing for her because she's not stable. She's not a stable human being.
stable person.
And so like, and like anytime that I think about that, and then I couple it with like her fainting, I'm just like, oh, that's just like a double whammy. Like she's just done. So like she's fainted like a handful of times, and it's really funny because anytime something happens, like anything like abrupt to her, she always goes. It's like just a really like sharp inhale, but like the one time I saw her faint was just. Just out. Oh, no. She was just sitting down too, and I was like, "Oh no!" I was like, "Oh no, no!" I was like, "Is she okay?" It was so good. And like looking back on it, I'm just like, "Wow, that was terrifying," but I was like, "It's also really funny." So
That's so fucking funny.
yeah,
Dude.
what a mother.
What a mother. I faint way too often. I hate it.
That's so interesting. Like, what does it?
Blood. It's
mostly.
usually blood or like my own blood. My own blood freaks me out. Like giving blood, I can't do it. I faint every single time.
Interesting.
And like even like little amounts of blood. Especially if I haven't had anything to eat. The last time I can remember like really fainting besides giving blood, like something that I had control over was like it was really gross. I still have a scar from it. See that scar right there on my finger?
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
So it was senior year of college, and I had just gotten home. It's gonna gross you out. I hadn't eaten. I had just gotten back from class. It was like 5 p.m. My roommate was downstairs. Like I had a hedgehog at the time. He was holding my hedgehog in the kitchen, just like playing with them. And so I go to the pantry. I'm gonna make a sandwich, but I don't have sliced bread. I have those like hoagies. sub rolls basically, but they're not cut. So I get like, you know, the big fucking serrated knife, and I'm like cutting the bread like this. I'm like holding it upright, which is not the way to do it. You got to cut it like this. I don't know why the fuck I was holding it like this and cutting it like down. I was holding it like this, and my roommate, you know, came in with my hedgehog, and I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" Knife slips into my finger. Just like, I'm like, oh no, oh god. So then I run water over it, which is the worst thing to do because it makes it bleed more.
Right.
And immediately I'm like, oh fuck. I hit my head on the sink and I pass out on the floor. And the next thing I remember, I'm like, I wake up. I'm like, my finger is like wrapped in my shirt. It's like completely bloody. I'm like, I need something to eat. I need something in my mouth. Give me something. And my roommate is like, fuck. Okay.
Puts the hedgehog in your mouth.
He puts the hedgehog down. He runs to the fridge and gets an apple. And he's like, okay, do you refrigerate your apples?
No, but that's a thing, right? I've seen people do it. It's not common.
I said it to someone the other day. They're like, you refrigerate your apples? I was like, is that not a thing?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a thing. It's just not very common.
Okay. I refrigerate my apples. I like a little crisp, little cold apple in my mouth. Sue me. He gets an apple.
Big cold circles in my mouth.
I'm going like this. I'm like, oh god. I'm like, I need something. So he hands me an apple. I take it. I take a bite. I pass out immediately with the apple in my mouth. And then there's a picture of me that they took. I look like a goddamn pig at a Hawaiian barbecue. I've got an apple in my mouth. I'm laying on the floor. I look like I'm dead.
You're straight up just a suckling pig, dude.
It's so pathetic.
They were 5 minutes away from the Lord of the Flies in your ass, dude. God damn it.
It was
they were
horrible.
So close.
They were
Gus was just gonna fucking eat you, dude. He was done.
If he lays here for another 30 seconds, we're cutting his head off and eating him, right? Yep. Agreed.
They're like, dude, what the fuck? And then like one of your other roommates is just like, did it just talk? And he's like pulls back. He like has the knife out and he's like, what?
Little tiny hedgehog. That was the last time I remember fainting.
Dude.
Without giving blood.
My favorite like fainting story I've been told from like my parents is that when my parents moved from Worcester, Massachusetts to Wichita, Kansas, when like they were like they had like just come out of school, like my dad finished like his training and stuff like that for his job, and so they moved, bought their first house in Kansas, and like so they bought it, they like gutted it to like redo it and stuff, and they were laying up drywall, and like my dad was like box cutting the drywall, right? Comes down and just catches his whole finger, and like literally like the center of his finger like over was just off basically, and so he looked at like the way that they tell it to me was he was just like hey Denise, which is my mom's name, and my mom just looked at him, fainted.
Oh no.
And just passed the fuck out. So my dad apparently wraps his hand up, picks up my mom, puts her in the car, and then drives himself to the emergency room.
Oh my god, what a badass.
And then he like goes in and like he still has the scar to this day. But it's just so funny to me that she was just like,
she's like, what?
Just done. Just immediately done.
God,
it was so funny.
That is so gross.
Oh god. I never wish that on anybody. And that's why I'm scared to do anything inside of a house or apartment. Like renovated wise. Not just
I'm scared to do anything. I'm terrified of my apartment.
I sit in a chair with a fan next to me and that's it. That's all that I do.
If I don't move, no harm can befall me. None whatsoever.
There are people like that.
That is true. But fuck yeah, dude, fainting sucks. It's the worst. I faint every time there's blood of my own, like every time without fail.
That's so like if somebody else is bleeding,
I'm fine.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like gore
Are you
and
like
shit
anemic?
like that. I'm fine. No, I'm not anemic at all.
That's so
weird, that's the other
interesting.
weird part.
Huh.
Just
So
like
it's like
my blood.
psychosomatic almost.
It is. Like it's like I psych myself up into it and I'm like, God, I need to, this is so gross. I need to faint. Even like tiny little things. So like every time I get my ears pierced, it's like which has happened 1, 2, 3 times. Well, twice, but 3 holes in my head. Like it's not cartilage is a little painful, but got it pierced, right? It was fine. And I'm like, oh, this is great. I paid. I'm leaving the shop, and like outside, like right when you're walking out, there's a mirror there, and I just see like a tiny little trickle of blood. I like I'm not feeling any pain. I'm feeling fine. I've already paid. It's happened. Tiny little trickle of blood. I'm like, I'm down. I'm gonna faint. I'm gonna faint.
You're
So
like, that's it.
I sit down because I know I'm gonna faint. And I pretend to have a phone conversation with my mom for 20 minutes because I don't want the owner of the shop to fucking think I'm a bitch. So I'm like, oh, hey, mom. I'm
You're just scared of what this like fucking
he's
dude.
this like huge dude, all kinds of piercings and tattoos. I'm like, this dude has felt so much pain in his life, and I don't want him thinking I'm freaking out over
both
a tiny
internal
piercing.
and external.
Yeah. So I'm like, hi, mom. I'm like, literally, like, I knew he knew it was up because my head was between my knees. I wasn't just like, oh yeah, what's up, mom?
You're trying to put blood
I'm
back
like,
into your head.
Hey, mom, how are you doing? I'm like talking really muffled and whatever. And then I like, maybe like 5-10 minutes, I'm like, I can't do this. I'm like, hey man, I was actually faking the whole time. I told him, I was like, I wasn't talking to my mom. I think I'm going to faint. Do you have a soda in the back? I just need like something sugary. And he's like, yeah, I got you. Gives me a soda. I take a sip. I'm like, okay. And then I get into my car. I drive into another parking lot, like away from him so he can't see me. And then I sit there, recline my seat, and I put my legs up, and I just sit there, like take a nap for like 20 minutes until I feel better to drive home.
That's so funny. Dude, here's the thing. If like a tattoo artist or a piercer or something like that, everybody has different tolerances and like levels and stuff like that. The ones that give you shit for it are usually just assholes.
Yeah.
Because like most of the time the people who are doing that, they're like, hey
They get
man,
it.
this is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Like we're
They know
putting
what's going
holes
on.
in your body.
Yeah.
So it's like they like know, and they're
Yeah,
just
they
like,
know
yeah,
what's
they're like the woman that was like doing this for me, she was like, yeah, at any time, please let me know. We'll get you up, we'll get you some water and
Yeah.
everything. I was like, no, I'm fine. I just need to not look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
That was like
That's
my
it.
thing.
My first tattoo, very first one, it hasn't happened with any of the ones since, but the very first one, I think I psyched myself up so much. I was so like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what it's going to feel like. He starts it. It's a circle, right? This shit maybe took like 5 minutes tops. He gets like halfway through the circle, and I'm like, oh God. I'm like, I don't know what it was. I look over, I see the tiniest little bit of blood, just the smallest little bit that before he wipes it away. And I'm like, hey man, I'm going to faint. And he's like, what? I'm like, I'm going to pass out. So he's like, all right. So he leans me back in the chair. I have a picture of it somewhere. It's the most pathetic thing. I'm like leaned back. He gets me a cold paper towel. He wrings it out over my like forehead and then puts it on my forehead. Gets me like a cup of Sprite. And I'm sitting there like this, reclined, passed out with half of a circle on my arm. It's the saddest thing ever. I'm like, bro.
You're getting a spa day. All you need are like cucumbers.
This is like not a very painful spot to get a tattoo in. And I was just like freaking out because I saw a little bit of blood. I'm like, I'm down for the count. I can't do it.
That's so funny.
It's so goofy.
Oh
dude.
my God.
It's
You're
so
like,
goofy.
it's so funny too. Cause like if people look at you, they're just like, oh yeah, Nick. And then it's like when they start to get to know you, they're like, oh, he's a very sensitive little boy.
He's a sensitive little boy.
That's so funny. I love
sensitive
that.
little boy.
Oh,
Man.
sensitive little boy.
I am a sensitive boy.
Hashtag sensitive little boy. Let's get that going.
Three hashtags. Hashtag Brian eats slow. Hashtag Brian's got a dumpy. Hashtag Nick is a little sensitive boy.
There we go, baby. We're already
There's
building the
such
brand.
long hashtags. Hashtags are meant to be like one tiny little thing.
Yep.
Like hashtag Lunchtime Serenade.
Yep.
Hashtag Nick's a tiny little sensitive boy who faints at the sight of his own blood, but no one else's blood.
Can we make them unreasonably long?
So long.
Like it'd
longer
be
than 140
yeah,
characters.
it'd be like a whole tweet just to get in like one of them.
Hashtag.
That'd be so funny.
That's a good idea. I like
Holy
that.
shit.
I like
oh my
that.
God, what a time to be alive,
That's so
dude.
fucking good.
Jesus.
Last bit of, I guess, wow, fucking A. Last bit of info before we wrap this shit up. Just a funny little thing. So we both been Twitch streaming. Brian has been Twitch streaming. I've been Twitch streaming. You should come check us out on Twitch. But I've also been getting a lot more into Twitch and like watching other people and shit like that, which like before I definitely was aware of Twitch streamers, but I would just watch their content on YouTube.
Yeah.
But now I'm like 100% see the appeal in like catching it live. It's so cool.
That's kind of like the way I am. Like I'd much rather have it like live and
Yeah.
just like hanging out and
Yeah.
watching it happen.
It's super cool.
I'll go back and like watch like stream replays on YouTube, like especially if I have nothing to do at work because
Right.
I like having something on in the background.
Right.
So I'll like play like a stream replay and just let it go. But yeah,
Right.
dude, it's just so it's more fun seeing it
It
live.
is. It's so much more fun. Like it really is. It's more. It adds a layer of interactivity. So I was watching. There's like some kind of like Call of Duty Warzone like tournament going on or something right now, and so it's like streamers against streamers. They're all live streaming it, whatever. So I was watching a stream of a team of Tim the Tatman, Cloaksy, and then some other guy, and then
so
Logic.
all the dudes that have like 50,000 viewers at any point in time.
50,000 concurrent viewers, which is nuts. And then Logic was the fourth one on the team, right? So obviously they're all pro gamers, and Logic's a rapper. So
He just games a lot.
yeah,
But
he
it's
games
just
a
like-
lot, but these guys are like fucking good. Like they'll get like 20 kill games easy every time, and like easily in the top 5, like every time of Warzone, if not the first, like first place. So they're all playing. It's like down to the final, maybe I don't know, 10 teams or whatever. They're all crushing it. Tim's got 18 kills. Cloaksy's got like 25 kills. The other guy, Tommy, I don't know his actual like gamer name, but he's got like 15 kills. They're crushing it, right? And I didn't know they were playing with Logic at first because his name wasn't Logic, like his gamer name, whatever. So and they kept saying Bobby, and I'm like, obviously that's his name, but I didn't put it together. So so whatever, they're playing, and then Tim gets killed. He checks the scoreboard, it has everyone's scores, and then it says this guy 0, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Why does he have 0 kills?
Why is he so bad?
Like, they all have so much like damage and kills, and this guy has 0. I'm like, who the fuck is this? And then I've like started looking at the chat, and people are like, LOL, Logic taking that fat L, and I'm like, wait, this is Logic? So I go to his stream, right? He's just sitting there reading text. Every once in a while, he'll be like, oh shit, yeah. He's like eating a sandwich and playing at the same time.
It just makes so much sense.
I'm like, holy shit. So they get down to the final circle. It's 2 teams left, but they have their whole squad of 4 versus 1 guy. So they're like, let's let Bobby get this one. Like, let's let him do it. And he's like, all right, I won't let you guys down. And so it's like 1 guy. So they they flank the guy to make sure that like he's got a clear shot.
Because it's Tim the Tatman and Cloaksy, so they're like, it'll be fine.
They're like, it'll be fine. And Logic's like, oh god, okay, and like he doesn't have. Sorry, this is the gamer hour, guys. But he's not plated up. He doesn't have any. Like he has a full set of 8 plates. He's got an armor vest. He's not plated up. His ammo is
like yelling at him.
No one's yelling at him. His ammo. He has like 5 shots left in his gun. He's like shot it so many times, but hasn't like hit anything. He has a full clip, but only 5 shots. People are like, fucking reload, put your things in. Like his whole chat is spamming like fucking plate up. So they're like, he's right over here. They tag him, and he goes over, and I'm like watching his screen, and he like finds him, and he like aims down his sights, and he just starts spraying bullets everywhere. He's like, I'm like, dude, you're so bad. It's like he doesn't have a custom loadout. Like he only uses like loot guns.
So funny.
And he just like, and like finally like. Tim walks over and hits the guy, and then Logic shoots him. They win the game, but like,
let's go. He finally got a kill.
He got the final kill. Yeah,
that's so funny. Holy shit,
so fucking good, dude.
I love that like music artists are starting to like try to like game more on stream instead of just like showing music, because fucking Brendan Urie like streams a lot, and it's always funny because like when he's playing a game he doesn't have his webcam on, so it's just like the game, and then he's just like talking and shit. So but he's got a full screen like slide that he goes to, and it's funny because it's just like he's just like playing in his studio, right? So it's like him and a computer, and behind him is like a drum set and like all like sound paneling and shit. But it's always funny because when it goes to it, he's like like the camera's like right here, and it's just like this part of his head. So he's just like talking because he's like so close to it, and I'm just like, this is so wholesome. So good, and he's like playing like Far Cry 5 and just like doing well. Like he's like scoping in really quick and just hitting someone from far away. Like I get that it's like an NPC, but like that's kind of impressive just for like some dude to be doing on Twitch. And I'm like, and then it's also fucking Brendan Urie, right? It's so weird, and it's hilarious. Just beautiful. It's beautiful that that's happening.
Dude, I love live streaming.
Yeah, and like so cool. It's just a great interactive space, man. It's just fucking wonderful. Yeah. So yeah, guys, come check us out sometimes.
Come check us out.
Twitch.tv/CoolInternetMan69.
Just Cool Internet
Man.
It
is just Cool Internet Man.
The only 69 I have is on Twitter. It's InternetMan69. Right, because Cool Internet Man was taken by like some bot account. It's so fucking weird.
Should like contest it.
I should. Twitch.tv/CoolInternetMan. Twitch.tv/snacks with 4 A's. SNAAAACKS.
Because 5 A's was taken.
5 A's was taken. 1 A was taken. 2 A's might have been taken. 3 A's probably. And 4 A's was not.
Yeah. So I just literally, that's how it started. Because I wanted it to be snacks, but it was taken.
You're like snacks.
So I put in another A, did it.
Snacks.
First off, I tried changing the A to a 4, because of course I did.
Forks.
Also was taken, I guess, or something.
Damn.
So I just started adding more A's until it went through, and I was like, there it is. All right.
Snacks with 4 A's.
That's what it is now.
I love that. Hell yeah.
That's how we got there.
4A fair.
Dude, it's so great. There was a tweet that I saw the other day that was like, how did you get like your @ like how did you get that? Right. So like what is your story of like where you got Cool Internet Man from?
I had a Finsta that I was like, I made it in like 2018.
Yeah. Oh, this is a while ago.
Yeah, a while ago. I was just like, people had like a bunch, like that was like when Finstas were popping, and I was like, damn, like I want to make a Finsta. That's so cool. I had nothing to post about on it, but like I was like, that sounds dope as fuck. So I made one. I'm like, what do I call it? I don't want people to like, I don't want it to be like, this is me. So I was like, And I thought back to this meme that I had made in 2016. And it was me flying in a Nintendo 64 in like a galaxy. And there were dolphins and cups of lean. And I had written, I am the very cool internet man. And I was like, Cool Internet Man.
Dude, that's actually so
And it wasn't taken. So that was my Finsta for like 2 years. And I'm like, that's actually kind of a cool name. Like I kind of want to use that. So then I changed my. God damn, what is in my throat right now?
It's all that poke.
It's all that.
It's just the fish.
Yeah. He's trying to swim back. He's like,
oh well, you got tofu. Never mind.
My tofu's trying to swim back up my throat.
Yearly tofu migration. They swim upstream.
to
lay their eggs and then die.
Yeah, I was just like, I kind of want that as my main. So I changed my Finsta to very cool internet man, and then I changed my regular Instagram to cool internet man, and then like when I changed it though, like I had a couple of people like memeing with me, so they made accounts. Not very cool internet man, cooler internet man, and coolest internet man. I actually have a group
That's
chat
so
with them.
funny.
It's so funny.
Are they like people you know?
Some of them are, like a couple of them aren't. Hold on.
So these like some of them you know, some of them are just random fucking people that were like, this is funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That would follow me. Okay, let's see.
I love that.
We have the Council of Cool Internet Men on Instagram. Let's see. Cool Internet Man, Cooler Internet Man, Least Cool Internet Man, Very Cool Internet Man, Not Very Cool Internet Man, and Coolest Internet Man.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I hate that,
All
but
of
that's
them
so
have
funny.
no posts because they just made it for the bit.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No posts
I love
at all.
That. Oh my god, dude. That's hilarious that your Finsta like just became your actual persona.
Yeah,
you were just like, you're like, this is the stuff that I don't want the public to see, but now it's like, that's just my brand.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You just made that.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I like, mine is like such like a weird specific thing that was like, so I was in an editing course in like my sophomore year of college, and we were like just kind of looking for, you know, small post houses to be like, oh, you know, like what could we like apply for like internships for or something like that. And we happened across a company called the Ant Farm, which is like a trailer house. They like do mostly stuff like that. And on their website was like, you know, their real, like their staff, etc., their contact page. There was like another tab that was like other or something. And then inside of it, there was a sub tab called snacks. And in snacks was just YouTube videos that they thought were funny. So it was just a page on their website that was just funny YouTube videos that like they didn't make. They were just like, we just think these are funny. And I was just like, this is hilarious. Snacks. And I was just like, snacks. And I was like, it's like funny, small, like short stuff. And I was like, that's hilarious. I'm taking that.
Yeah, that's
so
so
I took
good.
it. And I also like before that, my like handle was Punch Party, which was the name of the sword that Shelby's butt gets in a single episode of Adventure Time.
Wow.
Yep.
What the fuck?
It's such a specific reference.
That's so specific.
But that was like, those were like my two handles that I used online all the time. And it was just, it was just funny. Cause I think there's like a lot of good like stories behind them.
Yeah,
like, there's like
so
funny
too.
shit.
Yeah.
Or someone's like, for instance, my friend Nick, his, Xbox Live tag for a long time was Notorious Oak, which is fucking hilarious.
Isn't that what they just like give you stuff like that, right?
That was literally
That's
one,
so
like
funny.
he just like randomized his gamer tag and he was like, I like that one, and just stuck with it for years.
That's
and it was so
hilarious.
funny.
It's like a Netgear password. Yeah. It's literally what they are. They have like an adjective and then a noun and then like 3 numbers. It's so funny.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Damn.
Oof. We covered a lot of ground on this one.
Yeah, we did. This was a fucking marathon of an episode.
Thank you all for sticking out with us.
Last night was a podcast, homie. People always say that last night was a movie. Yo, last night was a fucking nature documentary.
So it was just a long slog that no one really wanted to be there for.
Yeah, they tuned in for like maybe 10 minutes at a time, you know, periodically, and watched the highlights. That's what it was.
We're just gonna wait for the supercut, man.
Yeah,
like we'll
exactly.
just we'll catch you.
I don't have time to watch an hour. How about 10 minutes of like the best shit in the hour? I'll watch that.
We'll catch you in like 3 weeks when somebody else puts that together. Thanks, man.
Exactly. That's what it is. But hey,
damn, dude.
Thanks for tuning in for the 26th episode of the Lunchtime Serenade.
We laughed, we cried, we ate some poke. Nick had some tofu.
I had a banana also,
so that he wouldn't pass out.
Yep,
we covered that too.
a lot of stuff, everybody.
So many things.
Make sure to tune in to our Twitches, Cool Internet Man, Snacks with 4 A's. Keep up.
And I think our schedule for Twitch streaming is also probably going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We are 2 separate streams, but we do try to stream together a lot. Yes, so there is that.
It's more fun and engaging with people. Yeah. Catch up with us on Instagram at lunchtime_serenade and our personals, which we'll link in the description. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 26 of the Lunchtime Serenade podcast. We will see you next time. Middle of the day, middle of the week. Peace.
Fuck yeah.